What's up, Sunshine Nation? It's your girl K Golden, and we back again with another video. Yo, we really here with it. So as you can tell from the title, y'all already know what we finna get into. So let's just get into it. Alright, I gotta adjust a few things. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I am recording from a camera. Look, my phone is right here. My phone is right here. So you know your girl already ate. Alright, so this story happened, or this event occurred about, I wanna say, let me think. It was around February. So we just gonna take it from there. Alright, so you know how when you're in college or whatever, you get a little refund check, right? Boom. So I got a refund check and I went to go cash it out at a particular bank, but this particular bank didn't have the amount that I needed back from cashing my check. They didn't have that amount at the time. It made me go to a different bank, and I was at this other bank. I was looking crusty, like I was just not looking like myself. You know, I was chilling. I was just trying to cash my check so I could get. I get to this bank. I see this person. We're gonna call this person ATM at the moment. So now, we're gonna call this person ATM. So I went to this bank and I'm with my mother, and it was in the ATM. He worked at the bank, and he was the bank teller, whatever, the person that, you know, does little stuff with the bank. So I come up there and I'm like, I want to cash this check, yada yada. So he like, okay, I need this and I need that, I need this information, whatever it could be. So I'm giving him the information and I'm just sitting there and I'm just waiting to get my money and stuff like that. So fast forward, boom, we cash the check, I get my money, and you know, whole time I'm sitting in there and I'm waiting to get my money, he just kept looking over and he was looking at me. So, but I didn't think nothing of it. Now, mind you, he was a little cute or whatever, but I didn't think nothing of it because, I mean, I'm just going to cash my check. So I cash my check and I leave out of there, and me and my mom, we get in the car. He was asking me about school when I was in it. Like, he was like, oh, what school you go to, what's your classification, like what you majoring in. Like, we just make a small talk while, you know, everything was about to get ready to leave. And I touched my mom. I'm like, he was kind of cute. I like should talk to him. My mom's like, oh yeah, go ahead, girl, you know, hype me up and stuff. So me with a big old head, and I don't normally ever really do this. I don't go and give somebody my, we usually exchange social medias or something like that, and then whatever happens from there happens from there. But I go in there mad corny. I took it back because it was a little piece of paper. I'm like, you got a little piece of paper? And he was like, yeah. And I wrote my number on a little piece of paper and gave it to him. Now imagine if he would have just threw that junk in the garbage or forgot. When I give it to him, the little other bank lady like, oh my God, I told you she was gonna come back. I told you she was gonna come back. Now everybody, and they laughing. I'm just like, anyway, so after that, it's like, oh, he ain't gonna ever touch me back, because mind you, now it's like 5 o'clock, and when I went in to do that, it was like early in the day. He ended up texting me, and but before he even texted me, I had searched up like what time do the bank close and stuff like that. So the bank was like, oh, they close at like 5:30. So I'm like, alright, he gonna text me between 6 and 7 o'clock, you know, give him time to get off work and get home, all that stuff. But he ended up texting me, and he just like, hey, this ATM. And I'm like, oh snap, like, mom, he texted me, oh snap. So I'm just like, hey, but I'm messaging him mad dry. Like, I ain't really, like, I'm just messaging him mad dry. And then, you know, we just getting to know each other. I'm like, oh, he like, oh, where you live, or not like where you live, but like where you be at, like where you stay at, like what town. And I'm just like, oh, I stay so and so. And I was just asking him where he stayed at, and we just, you know, chatting it up. So he was like, yeah, we should link, we should hang out. So I'm like, okay, so what you, and it was like a Saturday, so I wasn't really doing nothing. So I'm just like, oh, okay, you want to link tonight? But then, or link today. And then he was just like, he had a family function to go to and to do all the stuff. So he was like, nah, we, you know, not linking. Well, nah, I can't link with you tonight. So I was like, all right. So he's like, but I'll link with you soon. And so, you know, we just talking. So now let's fast forward. It was like a week later, and we had already been talking and stuff like that. We just chatting it up, and he was going to a little club function and stuff like that. And he was just like, you know, what you doing? You want a link? Whatever it can be. Again, it's Saturday. I wasn't doing nothing. My son was with his dad, so I'm just like, all right, we could link and stuff like that. And well, actually, I didn't say we could link. I said, you know what? I will link with you, but I'm tired. You know, we can link a different time. So he was like, okay. So he just ended up FaceTiming me, and then he was all drunk or whatever, and he was just talking to me, stuff like that. So it was just, you know, cool. So after, now this is fast forward again. Now we had already been talking for a little while, like, you know, just chatting it up. And I had searched like on his Instagram. No, I had searched up his Twitter, because I'm not even gonna hold you. When I first found out, like when I first met him, I had seen his whole name, because you know when you work at a bank you see the whole name and name tag. So I had searched his whole name up. I know, stalker type jump. I had searched his name up, and every social media popped up. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So I'm like, click, click, click. I'm going through the social media. I had seen some tweets and stuff like that, and I was just like, oh, okay. So this how he is and stuff. And what he was portraying to me and how he was, it was kind of similar, kind of similar. It was like one of those type of situations which you don't bring up, just don't come up, like basically like that. So my son never came up in a conversation, because I mean, I wasn't trying to be his girlfriend. I wasn't really trying to kick it with him like that. And I try to keep my personal life, like social life, as far as that, and my family life separate. So I mean, if I'm not really chopping it up with you, we're not really for real, then I'm bring my son up. I mean, unless you ask, or unless I see that we about to go somewhere with this, then I'm gonna mention him. So he had a tweet that had said something about, you know, women with children and stuff like that, how he don't think he could date no girl with no child and stuff like that. So I was just like, oh, okay, I seen it. So now we fast forward, and it's another opportunity to, you know, link. And this time I said, okay, I'll link with you. But I had initially early in that day, I had told him like, yeah, I got a son, you know, he won, and I was like, me and his father is not together and stuff like that. So all the other stuff. And he was just like, okay. And he was saying okay, like he was still going to talk to me. But tell me why, y'all. He told us something, yeah, we could link. And he was still going to talk to me and all that stuff to Raleigh. And he like, and I'm like, oh, okay, where you want me to meet you at, whatever it could be. He ghosted me. Like, he never texts back. So I'm like, I'm out here. He like still ain't hit me up. So I'm like, alright, whatever. So I go to one of my friends' house that live in Raleigh, and I hang out with my friend for a little while. Just go home because it was getting late. It was like 12 o'clock. So I hit him up one more time, like, you know, I'm about to go home. If you still want to link or you still want to hang out, you know, let's hang out. He opened the message and left me on red, and then while I was in the car on my way home, he texted me. But I live like 30 minutes from Raleigh, so I'm already halfway home, so I'm not about to turn back around. And he like, oh, where you at? I'm trying to link. I said, boy, if you don't go ahead, like, you really trying, nah, you playing, like, I'm already home. So he was like, oh wow, I really want to link with you, whatever. Time frame is really like a month long, because it was February 7th when I initially started, like, when I met him, and March 7th was when I like stopped talking to him. Like, I was like, yeah, you're done up. He like, oh, what you doing? Let's hang out and all this stuff. And I'm like, all right. Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? I leave out and I go to meet him, and this time I'm meeting him like at his community. Nighttime, it's dark, and it was like people outside, but I'm like, I'm not familiar with this area, so I'm just like, where's you at? And I didn't know if one house was his house, so I didn't want to go knock on the door and it not be his house. I had stood at the corner, and I'm just like, where's you at? And then he just leave me outside for like 20 minutes, and I'm just like, okay. It is cold out here. I'm ready to go inside. Like, you like really had me come right out here and try to like play me. That's crazy. Like, so he ended up coming outside, and it was already like 20 minutes later. So when he comes outside, he like, come on, get in the car, get in the car. And he drove around his community and went to the pool area. So we just chilling, talking, chopping it up, and he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to hang out with you for a little bit, but I need to hurry up and hang out with you because I gotta get ready because I gotta go to this little club event or whatever. So I'm just like, but you said that you want to go out to eat and stuff like that. And he was just like, oh, well, that's before my homeboy, he hit me up. He want me to come to these club events, da da da.
Like, okay, like, wow, are we not hanging out in it?
He was like, no, I mean, we can hang out at a different time. He was like, oh, I really like you. You a cool girl. You cute. You need me to drop me home. And I'm just like, let me come to the event with you. And he was just like, nah. It's just, he's like, it's cool. And I know you want to get in the house. I know you ain't really want to do that. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. So I'm just like, all right, you can just drop me home. I gotta go to the messages. Cause I got receipts, baby.
I got receipts.
After we had hung out, after he drove me home, he ain't never hit me up. So I had sent this message. It was like a little wink face emoji because we was on. I had posted him on Instagram and he had liked it or something like that. And he had said, "Oh, you know, you so cute," something corny like that. But I ain't really texting back on Instagram. I had texted him back. And then when I had texted him, he ain't like say nothing. So it's just said delivered. So I said, oh, okay, whatever. And then I saw him, then it was like, that was on March 8th. So on March 9th, all day he was posting stuff or whatever he said be. So I'm just like, wow, with the clown emoji, like. And then he ain't never replied. No, he left me on red. And then I'm just like, dang. And so on Instagram and stuff, I see him posting. So I had like the video, or like one of his, like swiped up and liked one of his pictures, or swiped up and heart eye one of the pictures. And then he never say nothing for real. So I was like, okay. And I had ended up texting him like a week later. It was like March 16th, and all I said was just like, hey, you know. And he just left me on delivery, and he like literally played me. And I felt like that girl, like, how could you play me? How could you play me, baby?
How could you play me? How could you play me, baby? You did me shady. You did me shady. All the outfits I had, I just wanted.
So nah, but like, I was like, dang, my man's really played me, like. And I'm just really thinking in my head, like, is it because I told you I got a kid? Like, is you that immature that you can't talk to somebody just because they got a kid? Because I ain't like, you acting like I'm asking you to be his daddy. No, sirree, Bob. He got a father. So, and his father is very much in his life. So, I mean, he don't need nobody else. Like, niggas really be wild. I'm just like, oh well. Anyways, it ain't matter anyways, because to be honest, he
on to the streets.
I had to walk him to the street. So that was my little story time, how I got played. Niggas really think I'm a clown out here, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, and I only got 16 more subscribers to go. And your girl is giving a shout out to, drum roll please. I'm giving a shout out to Gymnasty Wo. That is my blood brother. And he's the one who made the instrumental for my intro, and he made the instrumental for the video itself, for the background music. So like, shout outs to him. His social media and his SoundCloud, all of that stuff will be in the description box below, so be sure to check him out. He do make beats, he rap, he produce, so y'all need to, and he do visuals, so y'all really need to get with him. Thanks for tuning into my video. Come back, and I love you all. Bye.
Kick it off like this. I ain't come for a hug, head straight for a kiss. Don't come for my face, cause I'm talking about my hair. I'ma need all of my kisses down there. One hand on my neck, one pulling on my hair. Hold up, I'ma tell you everything I want from you.